In this section, we will discuss about the prerequisites of WDS. The first prerequisite is either we should have the domain controller or domain member server. So WDS requires an active directory environment for management and security. So either you should have the domain controller or member server. You should have the active directory environment for management and security. The second prerequisite is clients with PXE enabled LAN adapter. So the client PCs, they should have the LAN with PXE enabled. So what will happen? What this PXE enabled LAN adapter will do? PXE enabled adapters allow booting from the network for the deployment. So what this adapter will do? They will communicate with the domain controller. They will boot from the network. If it is not PXE enabled LAN, so they will not boot from the network. PXE stands for pre-boot execution environment. Then we should have the DNS server. So we already have the DNS server. We have installed the DNS server in domain controller. So DNS is necessary for name resolution, locating the WDS server. Then we should have the DHCP server as well. So DHCP provides IP address to PXE client. So DHCP server, it is already installed in our domain controller. So what this PXE controller will do, it will first allocate the IP addresses. These LAN cards will get the IP address, then they will boot from the server, they will boot from the network. Then we should have the NTFS shared folder for WDS image file. So what you will do, you will create the folder and you will share this folder. Then you will store the ISO image of the operating system you want to install on the clients. Then you should have the 64-bit processor and 4 GB RAM for WDS server. So sufficient hardware resources for efficient deployment. So this is the hardware requirement for WDS server, and at least 10 GB hard disk space for WDS server. So this WDS server should have at least 10 GB. So adequate storage for operating system, ISO, and software packages. So we need at least 10 GB hard disk to save the ISO images and software packages.